All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Archakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those that are hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick lesson. All right, going into, we're pretty much approaching that time where, we have to have our minds ready, to up and forsake, everything that we have, concerning, our homes, vehicles, possibly, just up and leaving, getting, whatever you can carry in a backpack and just going, because this system, America, is going to collapse. All right. And it's going to happen suddenly. And once this place collapses, all right, Esau is going to enact that martial law. All right. And he's going to, forcibly, make everybody receive an MOTB. All right. In order to, go back to normal, so to speak. All right. So you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be qualified to, rent an apartment, or purchase a house, all right, or buy and sell anything unless you have the MOTB. So a lot of, brothers and sisters in their households is going to be, on foot and or maybe in a vehicle, okay? So we have to mentally prepare, for us, to be uncomfortable. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at 70. All right, it says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." All right, and it's going into the Israelites. All right, Esau, Edom, he's going to especially, have his military forces, all right, in the different areas where predominantly is Israelites, the ghettos, all right, the barrios, okay, where Gad at, the so-called native Indians and Seminole Indians, Reuben. All right, wherever Israelites are, that's where the most military is going to be at. All right, and they're going to be, it's going to tell you what they're going to be doing. All right, verse 71, it says, "They shall be like madmen," meaning insane. Esau, Edom, he's finna tap into that ancient, dismal, quasi, murderous spirit, like the house of 1,000 corpses. He's finna tap into that type of spirit. Okay, it says they shall be like madmen, sparing none. So they're not going to be sparing no one. They're not going to spare children, all right, old folks. All right, they're actually going to have a joy raping, robbing, and killing. Okay, and that's going to be the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai ultimately. All right, because the Lord is using Esau, as that whipping stick that's going to come down upon the nation of Israel. All right, mainly speaking of 2/3. Okay, but Esau, Edom, he's going to come down after, those that believe in Yahweh Shema Shai as well. Okay, the elect. I'm going to continue to read. It says, "But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods." All right, the possessions. All right, a lot of things is going to be repossessed. All right, when America collapses, everything is going to be repossessed by the government. All the properties and, things like that. It says, "And cast them out of their houses." Okay, so, that's what it is. We're going to be casted out of our houses when America collapses. All right, a lot of people's going to be in the streets, and it's going to be total chaos. All right. A lot of people's just going to be breaking into random homes. All right. And just lodging in random homes. All right. That's why the scriptures say, which Lord's will, I can grab that too. Where it says, in that day, we're going to be as pilgrims. Okay. Just like, Abraham sojourned in the unknown land. All right, we're gonna have to sojourn. All right, we're gonna have to, wherever the Lord leads us and guides us, and however the Lord feeds us along the way, we're not gonna know. We're just gonna have faith, and we're gonna have to keep the works of Yahweh Shema Shai, which is prayer. Having faith. Calling to mind. The scriptures and the accounts of our forefathers. All right. And we're going to be, sojourning until Yahweh Shai returns ultimately. All right. Because once Jacob's trouble hit, that's it. There's no certain dwelling place. Okay. So I'm going to continue to read verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Okay. So that's when it's going to be known, because Yahweh Shema Shai is going to, perform, miraculous miracles. All right. For the sake of his elect. And everybody's going to know when all hell break loose and everybody's dying, everybody's in sorrow. Okay. It's going to be evident that certain men, women, and children are protected by a divine power. Okay. All right. But nevertheless, it says, the Lord's elect is going to be tried as the gold in the fire. So, we're still going to be, in the furnace of adversity. All right. And that furnace, it gets hot. All right. But Lord's will, we part of that number. Gold, only gets more pure in that furnace. Okay. Let me get another precept. Bear with me real quick. Salakia. Let me do a quick word search real quick. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and 11. All right. For Salakia, 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and 11, it says, even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst and are naked and are buffeted and have no certain dwelling place. All right. So the places, the homes that we're in now, the apartments, okay, this is all temporary. And we have to keep in mind that, no matter how long we lived, in these homes, all right, it's all temporary and everything is about to change. Our lives are about to change very soon. Pretty soon, the everyday, routine of everyone is going to change, and, we're just going to be living off, faith. All right. In a chaotic time, it's not going to be, you get up, go to work, everybody's about to be out of work. Okay. Because the dollar's going to collapse and, there's going to be food shortages. Okay. Everything is going to go to the wild, wild west. All right. But nevertheless, it says we have no certain dwelling place. Okay. So, that's going to be made manifest once, this thing goes down. All right. And Esau, Edom, he's finna be going neighborhood to neighborhood, trying to hem as many Israelites up as possible. They're going to show up to the projects, and then they're going to have a big giant van. They're just going to be arresting Jakes for no reason, just throwing them in FEMA camps, and they're especially going to go after those that know that they're Israelites. Okay. But the difference between us and, Jakes out there that in the world that don't believe in the Lord, we're going to be protected. Abaratazah, we part of that number. Okay. Through divine intervention, whether it be spiritual power, and just heavenly guidance from on high, So, yeah, it's going to be like The Road, The Book of Eli, all those movies we keep mentioning, because it's about to be a reality shortly. Okay. Let me get another precept real quick. It's in the book of 2nd Ezra. Yeah, 2nd Ezra 16 and 40. Well, I'm going to start at 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. All right, so the Lord is forwarding these plagues that's coming upon this wicked kingdom. All right, that's why we're seeing banks collapse. All right, that's why we're seeing, we're going back into inflation. All right, ultimately everything is just going to crash. Okay, because the Lord is forwarding the time for the sake of the elect. Verse 38, it says, as when a woman with child in the ninth month bringeth forth her son. All right, so those birth pains, the closer and closer we get, all right, the more intense, as if a woman is giving labor, the more closer she's about to give birth, the more and more intense those pains are and more frequent they are. That's how the destruction is going to be. It says, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. All right, and that's the time we're entering into now. Okay, the time like no other, Jacob's trouble and the hour of temptation. Okay, where we're going to be tried on the highest level. We're not going to have, a one spot to dwell in. Okay, you might have to just, lodge in a place for one night, and then the morning it might be dangerous. You have to get up and keep it moving. Okay. In the time of Jacob's trouble, we're not going to know where we're going to end up when the Lord returns. Okay. Hey, brothers and sisters might be in a whole different state, So, we just got to trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, man, especially in these times. All right. I'm going to continue to read. Verse 40 says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. And we're doing that. Well, the Lord is making us ready through, the hell that we're catching in His truth. All right. It's different than the hell that these people are catching in the world. Okay. The Lord, is fortifying our spirits and our minds to be able to withstand in the evil day. Okay. That's why the Lord has given us the understanding of the mysteries. Okay. The Lord gave us the heads up. I'm going to continue to read. It says, and in those evils, which evil is a compound word, eve meaning time, and ill meaning bad. So bad times, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. All right. So we're going to be as pilgrims, and pilgrims, hey, there's no certain dwelling place. You would just have to travel wherever you travel to. You will sleep, you'll get up, and then keep traveling. All right, because again, there's going to be danger everywhere. There's going to be marauders, there's going to be cannibals. All right, there's going to be the Gurgle troops, there's going to be FEMA camps. All right, so there's not one spot where you can just go to and be like, okay, I'm good, I'm just going to be in this house, I'm just going to stay here all the time. Nah, there's going to be, the scriptures speak about how the danger is going to be on every corner. As if a bear met them, and then a lion. All right. So, the Lord is going to have it to where the elect is going to have to be moving around. All right. That's why the spiritual power is going to be needed as well. All right. Because of how bad everything is going to be. All right. So, we just have to prepare our minds. Every so often, some of the elders will post up a video or something, on how to start a fire, or, certain things you may need, even though we put all our trust in the Lord. But it's still wise to have certain things just in case. You might need a little backpack. You might, I remember the Apostle Tahar said, you might have to get a little hobo stove. All right. A tent, things like that, but ultimately, the destruction of America, the collapsing of this place is a good thing, because we're that much closer to the salvation, man. All right. It's going to be a whole nother way of life that's going to take place before the Lord returns. All right. And it's going to be very trying. All right. But nevertheless, it's still going to be closer, to the Lord returning. All right. They say what is darkest before dawn. So Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Shema, Shai, Bashim, Chakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and a Baba Ball.